All right, alchemists. Welcome back to another episode of Alchemy Crypto. I'm your host and alchemist, Al Capone. Shout out to all the alchemists in the tri-state. Thanks for jumping back into the cipher. If you're hearing my voice, you're early in crypto. Only 4% of people really know what's going on. Remember, nothing I say is financial advice. Alright, let's look at market cap. 1 trillion. So we have recaptured that $1 trillion mark. Saw a green day in the crypto markets today. Did see a bit of a rip. So, let's just keep going. At the time of this stream, it is, I believe, Thursday, the 26th of January. Your Bitcoin 23 176. Ethereum 16, BNB at 306, and the chosen one at 41 cents. Alright, so green day across the boards in crypto. Did see some action today. Shout out to all the alchemists got money long in Bitcoin. Tech bled out in the macro today. Tesla hit its earnings, so Tesla and Amazon are still in the green for now. Looks like futures are mixed. Alright, fear and greed. We are coming to the top end of neutral territory at a 54. Let's look at the CNN Bear Bull. They're getting greedy over there. Alright, let's look at some metal. Gold, $19.50, almost $2,000 an ounce of gold. Silver at $24.10. Platinum at $10.55 and palladium $17.50. Okay, let's look at that black gold. A barrel of crude, 80 bucks. So, China coming back online, more pain at the pumps. Not seeing any relief out here in the sticks yet. I don't know what planet this guy's on, but he's saying gas prices have declined by an average of $1.60 a gallon. I don't know where he's living. Let me know what you guys are paying a gallon. Comment down below where you're at, how much a gallon. Alright, speaking of dollars, let's look at the dollar. Just kind of chopping sideways in that 101 range. Now, saw this, I want to bring it to your attention. 13 years ago, first ever attempt to sell an item for Bitcoin. This guy was trying to sell a picture for $1 using 500 Bitcoins. 13 years ago, 500 Bitcoins for $1. This was January 24th, 2010. So in 13 years, guys, so that'll give you an idea of how early you actually are if you're investing in the ISOs, utility tokens we talk about on this channel. Just imagine 13 years from now. If you plan on being around, it might not be a bad idea. Not financial advice. Alright, psychology of a market cycle. We talk about it all the time. We're going to keep talking about it. Knowing where we're at in the cycle is essential to our success, so we'll keep watching. I think I'm in denial, guys. I don't want to believe that the bottom is in. I feel like there's more pain. We're more like up here now. Flip that FTX level of capitulation to support. We're around right up here. So let's take a look. I believe we're, back up around here, and I'm in denial that the bottom's in. I don't want to believe it. I wanted more time to dollar cost average. I wanted to acquire some more, build my bags even more, but I got what I got, and You get what you get, and you can't get upset. So we'll just keep going from here, moving forward. So these are stages. I think I'm in denial. I don't want this to be the beginning of the bull run. I want more time. However, if we look to cycles, I don't think we got the full drawdown. So I'm still hoping and praying for a last leg after that bear market. I'm kind of a perma bear, and I really want this thing to just go down more so I can buy some more cheap on the low. Now, bank runs at BOA, guys. This is real. This happened. We all know the fractional banking system is a fraud and a Ponzi and backed by nothing. Self-custody. That's the way to do it, guys. Keep your cash, keep metals. You know, if it's in a bank and this thing collapses, what are you going to do? That's what's happening to people. So, not your cash, not your cash, not your keys, not your crypto. The alchemists already know. Alright, let's keep moving along here. This is the Ledger Stacks coming out soon in May. They're taking pre-orders. I'm liking this thing. I'm thinking about copping one. But, you know, these are cheaper if you guys want to get into some cold storage. Not sponsored. No paid promotions on this channel. Never, ever. Anyway, shout out to all the alchemists in hot and cold storage. Alright. J-Pow. Coming up soon. This fool is about to make moves. And right now, we got a large percentage of Americans that cannot even afford to cover an emergency expense should they have one. Things are tight. People are feeling the effects of this inflation. The pinch is real. Total credit card spending skyrocketing. You can see the levels here on this chart. This is the main findings of credit card debt increasing by $39.6 billion during the third quarter. We're now in a new year, and this decline has not begun yet. So things are getting worse before they're getting better. People are putting their essentials, their $8 eggs on credit. At the same time, total existing home sales dropped from November to December as the Fed continues to hike rates, guys. People cannot afford to borrow money, so demand will cool and continue to cool. Prices will continue to cool off. You got inflation staying higher for longer than people had been hoping, and so interest rates are going higher, and that is just going to hurt demand even more. You got Miss Christine Lagarde, ECB, still too high. They're going to keep going. J-Pow's going to keep going. We'll see what he has to say on the 31st, so we're watching the Fed close. Alright. This dude ain't done yet, guys. He is not ready to start cranking the old money printer up. He might go too far. We'll see. People are talking about the D word. They're like, forget recession. There is worse things coming. So, housing market is tanking. If it continues to tank like this, we will just keep grabbing these flips and doing what we do, grabbing these distressed properties and banging them out. Alright, ISOs, let's talk about them. Ripple with XRP. You have XLM, the Lumens, XDC, the XFIN network, IOTA, Algo, HBAR, Quant, and Cardano. This is the interoperability map, how this system, the new future financial framework in front of you, will work. Alright, let's keep going. ISOs are delayed until June of 2023. Now, why is this important? We've been acquiring these assets and dollar cost averaging and saving that pile of dry powder for the dip, which I didn't think ever really came. But we got to talk about this. Cryptocurrency will be made illegal. Allowing additional currencies to exist when the world is only using one, the dollar, would be disruptive. So it's not to be tolerated and will be easier to stop than you think. The illusion is that Bitcoin is untouchable. The reality is that it's government controlled through the use of mining pools. Any cryptocurrency aiming to be a decentralized currency will not survive. The one that we will use has already been chosen. Now, the reason I bring this to your attention is because we're seeing more and more news on this here. SWIFT will no longer process fiat currency transfers from bank accounts to cryptocurrency exchanges with a value of less than 100K effective February 1st. So the lockout is real. It could come around to an exchange near you. This was released from Binance to the Binanceans. You can see right here. As a result, some individual users may not be able to use SWIFT bank transfers to buy or sell crypto with US dollars for amounts less than 100 USD. So this is how they will lock you out in the future. And we talk about this, we've talked about it in the past, and now we're starting to see this stuff. So you can be on the right side or the wrong side. The choice is yours, guys. Dear Binancean, we are writing to let you know about a change that may affect your Binance services. Here it is. Unable to process SWIFT fiat US dollar transactions for individuals of less than 100K. So that is how they will lock out retail on the masses. Here's the interoperability map, how the future framework of the future financial system is going to be played out. You heard Naomi Prince talk about it. Let's listen to it because it's good. I'll play it again for you.
Banks around the world are planning to go digital. Many of the legacy banks you've heard of, where you probably even keep your money, like Bank of America, Chase, Citi, Wells Fargo, set, overhauled by a new type of technology.
The alchemists already know, Naomi, but thank you.
Can I ask you, what exactly does that mean for the banks and all of us, you and me?
Essentially, it means the function of our banks is about to change. They probably won't raise public suspicion about it by changing the signs on your bank's branches, but according to my sources, the Federal Reserve will soon own all the banks, and your local branch, it's simply going to be like a licensee of the Fed. In other words, the banking infrastructure is being rebuilt from the ground up. Very few Americans are aware this is even happening. We're also about to see massive changes in the...
All right, the alchemists already know.
We're also about to see...
Thank you, Naomi. That is quite enlightening for the masses. So please like and share this video. Spread this message far and wide. Let the people know before it's too late. All right, BlackRock's CEO says next generation for markets is tokenization. We know all assets to become tokenized. We know that blockchain and distributed ledger technology will eat the lunch of all traditional assets in time. So you can be positioned accordingly. The alchemists are, we're buckled up, strapped in, and we got our popcorn. We're watching this thing unfold. Alright, let's look in on the chosen one. 41 cents. Making moves, holding fast in that 40-cent range. I was really hoping for Cameron Faust and his little 15-cent XRP dream to come true. We never got it. Alright, let's listen to the man.
Processing billions of dollars of transactions every quarter, and well over half of our total transaction volume, because we do have a fiat and XRP enabled product called on-demand liquidity. Over half of all of our transactions go through XRP now. That has grown, and so we did have some exposure to FTX. I think we publicly shared before there's around just over $10 million of XRP we had
peanuts to Ripple.
FTX that they used for various things on FTX. What we get back from that, I have no idea. The alleged fraud. We'll see how the bankruptcy stuff plays out. And as I said, regardless of that, some companies were way overexposed and they found themselves in a very stressful situation because they had too much exposure, too much debt, too many of those types of things. And for us, that I think represented about 1% of liquid assets. So, I would rather not lose that money, and I'm hopeful that through the bankruptcy process we get some or all of it back. But it's not too consequential to business. Well, we publicly, when the kind of layoffs in crypto started, we publicly announced.
All right, Alchemist, I'm gonna talk over this so I don't get a copyright.
People in Q3, we hired 100 people.
Sure, I already have.
Because the holidays. You know, we have no plans to do any layoffs. We're going to continue to grow and hire. And again, that's just we sign more customers. We need more people to support those customers. We need. We're obviously building. Well, not obviously. We're building new products that we are excited about. And even conversations I've had here in Davos. You know, we have existing customers coming to us wanting help with other elements of the.
Alright, I'm not going to play this whole thing for time purposes, guys. Go check it out. Shout out to DAI for that. Fireside chat with the man. Alright, let's keep moving. There is only one way XRP could go to 10K. I don't believe that. I believe if we get the derivatives market, yes. Let's just take a quick look at this again.
Is it possible for XRP to be worth
I do believe there's several ways we get there, guys.
Is a visual for every asset class on the planet, where each square equals $100 billion. A lot of people speculate that XRP was meant to transfer the value of all the money and all the value on the planet.
Commodities, real estate, derivatives, you name it. It's all coming to the XRPL.
XRP could possibly be worth 10K a token is if we tap into the derivative.
And that's coming, folks. It's not if, it's when. You can get on the rich list to be in the top 10%. You only need 2,000 tokens. Take a look. You do the math. I'm an alchemist, not a mathematician. 41 cents, not too hard to acquire. Can you afford not to dollar cost average into this thing? All right, now the lawsuit. It's getting close, guys. We heard the man say first half of 2023. February is almost here, so we're getting closer, inching closer. And we believe that those Hinman documents are going to be part of the settlement if this thing hasn't settled already. We like to speculate on this channel, so we'll go ahead and do so as usual. I think this case is in the bag. These never see the light of day. There's a fine, and they get their currency status. Everything else is a unregistered security, and the space will move forward from there. And the SEC will dog it out with Ethereum, perhaps. We'll see what happens. So we got our popcorn. We're strapped in, buckled up, watching this thing. Now, let's hear from Alexa again. Alright, so that's very interesting from Alexa. Now, by 2024, at least 50% of the world's population is expected to use digital wallets for transaction value over $9 trillion annually. So, if you want to get in on that action, watch the whales. Moving lots of crypto around, a lot of outflow from exchanges of XRP, and a lot of people around the world waking up, transferring their fiat dollars into digital currency, positioning accordingly for the big run. So this thing is showing 42.22, and I believe CoinMarketCap has it at 41.5. So I believe this is including other markets. So we'll just keep going. You see the World Economic Forum warning you in their white paper, JPM coin and XRP, the chosen one. Alright, we know it can't be cheap. They're going to revalue gold, peg this thing, and have a new world reserve currency. Every 100 years, it's time. Could this thing be designed for 10K? Every 100 years, we see a new currency, and the dollars, petrodollars, had its run. If you think about it, time-wise, we're due. We're actually a little overdue, so all I know is this thing's faster than Usain Bolt. Speaking of Usain Bolt, unfortunately lost $12 million of life savings in a scam, his lawyer says. So that out of a bank in Africa, not good, from Bloomberg Business reporting there. So that is some sad news. Alright, now we got the folks at Davos meeting, World Economic Forum thugs guys controlling the world, trying to control the free world. It's not that free. Are they going to reset this thing soon? Flip the switch? Some type of black swan? There's a lot of speculation that fail-safes have been tested. They talk about the last time all aircraft were grounded was because of 9/11, and they just recently grounded all airlines, perhaps testing the system. The stock market was recently halted. I covered it on a market open stream. If you caught it, cool. If you missed it, check it out. All stocks halted, all planes grounded. The last time was 9/11, so are they preparing for something? There's also a lot of speculation about that Bitcoin run-up was the airlines being grounded, a cyber attack, the system hijacked, and the ransom paid by the US government in Bitcoin. They bought Bitcoin, they smashed Binance or Coinbase, one of the exchanges, for some Bitcoin to pay that ransom, and that's what the price pump was. I put out a Tucker Carlson short on that. If you missed it, check out my shorts. Alright, let's keep going. XRP volume spikes on the network. That's because the whales are smashing the order books. The institutions are eyeballing it. BOA sitting there with that pile of cash just waiting. Is this thing going to be the next Royal Reserve currency? I don't know. I really hope they peg it to gold. Let's go. Cameron, I don't know, man. I'm trying to keep the dream alive, bro, but I don't think it's happening. So, try and get Cameron Faust on. See what he has to say. Now the DTCC is driving advancement of DLT. They're using it. Big things happening. You know, the derivatives market, they're moving $3 trillion per day. It's a lot of money. If XRP gets the derivatives market is run through XRP's ledger, that's a $1 to $2 quadrillion market divided by the total supply of XRP, taking the low estimate. There's another way we get to 10K. So they could revalue gold and peg it. There we can get the derivatives market. There's several ways we can get there, guys. So we're watching this thing close. We're positioned accordingly. You could be a wolf or you could be a sheep. Choice is yours. Just remember, fortune favors the bold. Alright, don't be a sheep. If you want to learn to trade, guys, you know where to go. Jump over to ALcHeMy Crypto Cipher, click that blue box. Alright, let's keep moving. Hit some licks. Get some. If you want to jump in the casino, jump over. We try to trade by the book. Whenever we trade, nobody's perfect. We do alright. If you want to hit some licks and get some winning tickets, jump over. We'll get you in the yard, longing and shorting these markets. You hit some licks like that, long in Bitcoin. You know? Alright. That's where you go. Click the blue box. Alright, guys. Looking like the bottom is in for Bitcoin. I really hope it's not. I am a perma bear. At this point, that bear market was so long and painful. I just really don't want to believe it's over just yet. I want more time to dollar cost average. I want to keep going. I want to build my bags. Alright, let's talk about BRICS. BRICS nations continue to stockpile gold and starting to make deals. Russia and Iran release gold-backed stablecoins. So we got all kinds of action happening with BRICS. You got this guy, MVS over here, expressing interest in joining the BRICS nations. If that happens and the Kissinger deal falls apart, we will see the dollar collapse. You got Putin over there giving out free jewelry, handing out rings, and the BRICS nations continuing to de-dollarize. They keep trying to find ways around the US dollar. Look, guys, we know the gold ain't there. Currency ain't backed by anything except oil. We lose oil, it's in big trouble. And they keep trying to do this. You got him getting cozy with she. You got them talking about use the yuan energy exchange for deals. Forget about dollars. Russia's largest bank issuing gold-backed digital financial assets. So we are seeing the destruction of the dollar by the BRICS nations. They're stockpiling gold for decades. They knew this was coming, and the U.S. did nothing. So now, our way of life, we may have to pay the price as Americans if this continues. This is real, alchemists. You need to be prepared. You need to have food, fuel, water, whatever you're going to need to try to ride this thing out if things get ugly. So right here you have Russia's decision to link gold to oil could bring back the gold standard. You need to have God's money, gold, silver, freedom seeds, cash, fuel, batteries, candles, whatever you're going to need to survive. Things get ugly. It's better to have it and not need it. Alright. So we're watching the BRICS nations continue to mess with the petrodollar. And if you do that anytime in the past, like Gaddafi and Saddam have tried, we will roll out the big guns, and we continue to do so. So World War III has begun. If you have been questioning it, it is here now. Biden sending 31 Abrams tanks. So the big guns are coming out, and they're sending them over. It's not funny, however, it is happening, and we said if you mess with the petrodollar, this is what will happen. So, alright, alchemists, I'd like to advise you guys to remember, if you can be self-sufficient, then you don't have to worry about any of this stuff. Grow your own food, medicine, stockpile herbs and spices, fuel, candles, batteries, whatever you're going to need. That way you don't have to rely on anyone. Fish, grow your own, hunt your own, whatever, while your government is hard at work.
You should see my
Let's
car.
take a listen.
Stank suit?
Check out my frown. It's a jumbled code.
Marvelous. The bee's unwashed knees.
That's just bee's knees. And can you mention that we changed it?
You just did. Chevy dude?
Penguins.
Alright, so
Good point.
your government hard at work.
Sad euphoria? Not lonely. Sounds convincing. A tool? Don't care for Latool. Pink ghosting. I got plenty guacamole in the business office.
Alright, your government is hard at work, folks. Now, check this out.
Pattern we've seen throughout history with totalitarians.
On a serious note, if this will
systems of
play.
government. The leaders first seek to disarm. Pattern we've seen throughout history with totalitarian systems of government. The leaders first seek to disarm the population, then they encourage goon squads to suppress opposing voices. And finally, once they have disarmed and silenced the opposition, these authoritarian leaders institute policies that root out and crush freedom in every form. Unfortunately, the American left
System's a little laggy.
the same totalitarian desire to remove firearms and silence opposing views as part of a campaign to achieve its political ends. We've seen this scenario play out in every major Democrat-run city in America. Progressive leaders push to disarm law-abiding Americans to further their influence while watching as crime rates soar. We even saw failed presidential and Senate candidate Beto O'Rourke proudly tell Americans, hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15 and your AK-47. Now the American left is actively cheering as its fascist militia and Antifa rape a disturbing pattern
Alright, system is extremely laggy. I do apologize, guys. That was super choppy. We are being governed by lunatics, so we'll just continue to pray for peace, alchemists. And I appreciate all you guys tuning in. Alright, guys. Thanks for coming. If you're new, please like and subscribe. Godspeed to David Crosby. Alright, guys, that's about all I got. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate you. Please smash the thumbs up on the way out if you haven't already. Like, subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Till then, this is your alchemist signing off.